Okay, so we are getting to a point where you just cannot see the figures in that back row. Not at all. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mikey Finds Figures. This is episode number 8 of Collecting Star Wars. The Collection Strikes Back.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 27.
It's a trap!
Okay, so you guys seen a clip to start this video. The shelves are getting full. Let's get this case cleared out and kind of go over what I'm going to put in there to display these figures better. And just like that, the vintage shelves are empty. Okay, so we have 2 packs of shelves. I believe there's 2 in each pack, so that's going to be 4 total, so we can do the entire case. And we'll move over here to my other display cases so you guys can see what these are going to look like once they're put together. So here's my Hasbro collection. You guys can see clear acrylic and this display so nice in there. I don't even have the lights on, and you guys can just see how amazing that these figures display in there. Okay, so before we jump into the time lapse, I want to show you guys everything that's included in each of these boxes. So like each box is $15. So really it's not that expensive. I've been doing it kind of in stages though. All right, so you can see we've got all kinds of stuff in there. It comes with 2 separate Phillips drivers. Not a big fan of them. I'm going to get my own tools out. Each stand has its own pack of screws. An instruction booklet in there. Pretty easy to follow instructions. It really does not take very long to get these put together. So it's a 1-page instruction. And then each piece of acrylic is covered with plastic on both sides. So you have to peel that out or peel that off. And it does show you right there. Peel it off before you start construction. So let's get the time lapse going and let's get these put together. Okay, so as you can see, it goes together pretty easy. Sometimes you spend more time just peeling that film off of the acrylic. But let's set one of these over into the case so you guys can get an idea what it's going to look like in the case. All right, look at that, you guys. That is going to look really nice. Can't wait to get some figures on that. Let's get the rest of these put together. What a difference. That looks incredible. Everything is visible now. So nice. So very nice. I didn't make a video, but I did update the lighting not too long ago. Actually, I need to get like some 2-side, like a couple of command clips just to kind of get that. Just kind of hold that up out of the way. But I did put new lighting in all the cabinets, but you guys can see back there, there might be an empty space that we need to fill. And what would a video be without adding a new figure? Okay, so we got this in the mail a couple of days ago. And this is going to make another figure complete. This is actually a complete figure, but we're going to compare with an existing and pick the better. Get that out of the way. All right, so we have a new Admiral Ackbar. with the staff. And this is a lot different than my reproduction that I already have. And here's the figure. I don't know. We'll have to do some comparison and see if this is in better shape than my existing. Okay, so here's a side-by-side comparison. And my figure I already had, he's on a figure stand, so I don't mess these up. At first glimpse, it looks like my limbs are a little bit lighter, better white. I got some overspray on that arm. And it looks like maybe there's a little bit of cracking. But maybe the sonic weld was starting to crack there a little bit. From the back, a little scuff mark there. Yeah, you can just see like the limbs, mine's a lot whiter. Paint on the head, my existing looks better. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to keep my existing figure just because it's so much, like I've got a little spot there and there. This one's got a little spot here. Kind of keep turning here. Yeah, they're both very clean figures. I mean, I'm sure that can be lightened, a little retro brightening, and that would clean that right up. But I mean, really, it's not necessary because it's in very, very good shape. Everything looks good with the feet. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep my original and relist this onto eBay. Okay, and then just real quick here at the staffs, I just wanted to, so this is authentic. Kenner, big difference, looks like the distance between these ribs on the end. Reproduction is very much thicker all around than the Kenner. The Kenner's got a little curve to it, which kind of very much happens, but just the feel alone, like you could always tell, like especially like that I believe is a 3D printed, and you can just tell by the feel that it is definitely a fake. But I do like to pull out some of my reproduction stuff that I keep in a case away from everything else when it's not like if I buy a figure that's incomplete, I might put repro on it until it becomes complete, and it doesn't get added to my complete shelf until it has authentic accessories complete with it. But I think one day we will do a video with just show you guys what all I have for reproduction, because it really is nice to have to compare. Just another added layer to make sure that the stuff that I am buying is original Kenner Star Wars. Okay, so let's get the Admiral added in here to his spot. And there we go. Okay, so let's switch this over first to being a completed figure. So we're going to mark that with an X. Move over here into our cost. And $19.97 all in for this figure. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a big thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Do you guys use figurizers with your displays, or do you what are you guys' display ideas? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always open, and I've actually kind of got some thoughts kind of kicking around for eventually for like a very nice, like almost like a wall style display to not be in a display cabinet. But yeah, let me know what you guys are going to display your figures, and I will see you guys on the next episode.
May the Force be with you.